Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a little while, but we are back at it on Bannerlord, and we're picking up right where we left off on the previous episode. I've now got 2 castles here in the desert. We're going to continue to spread our influence in this direction. Right now, I'm really just trying to build things up so that I can go after the more important areas, the former Empire territories. But this is the place that I'm able to attack right now, so that's what I'm doing. I've got a really small garrison at this castle, though, so we're going to have to try to go collect some soldiers from elsewhere to be able to build that garrison up. So that's my first task right now, is to do that. So while I was making my way over to try and recruit, I ran into this party, and it was a pretty significant force. And so I started talking to him, and I very quickly talked him into joining my side. I didn't even have to go through the usual steps to do that. I just said, hey, maybe you should join my army. And instantly he decided to do that. And now he's in combat against the other party. So we're just going to, now we'll go ahead and join this attack. He turned right around and attacked the people that were with him that were going to fight on his side. So it looks like the issue we had last episode with the polygons being messed up is no more. And actually this fight has already commenced. So we're just going to tell everybody to go so they can join the fight. That's a cool looking army running across the desert. I love it. Actually, it looks like maybe there isn't any fighting going on quite this second. I guess it's too late. They've already gone in, so we have no choice but to do the same. It's going to take a while for most of my army to get there, though. So my horsemen are going to have to do the majority of this fighting until they do. And they're already running. Back to the bow. Oh, I shot my own guy. Yeah, I had a feeling that might happen. Alright, I'd say we got this. We lost 3 killed. And those were all in the other party. My party hasn't lost a single dead. Okay. So that worked out pretty well because I could have been facing a 2-to-1 disadvantage there. But instead, I got to help out the guy who just now swore allegiance to me. Yeah, fine. All right, this is a big deal because I was headed toward a town to turn in my prisoners, and I saw the enemy king roaming about. So obviously, I have no way of getting him to swear fealty to me. So instead, we are going to fight the enemy king and see if we can take him in battle. All right, our 84 men against the 93 men under the king. Another desert duel. I've only got 7 infantry because I left most of my infantry in the castle.
Cavalry! Mounted archers! Move! Riders! Move!
I doubt I'm going to hit anybody from that distance. We'll wait till they get a little closer. Although we're already getting some kills. Okay.
Cavalry! Charge! Mounted, give 'em hell!
You throw your spears at me. Ah. All right, everybody charge. Even though most of us have already done that. Look at that. All those dead from ranged fighting. Who do we even have left? I guess we're chasing down guys that have run. Yeah, that's what's happening. They're going to leave the map in a minute. Horse operates pretty good in the sand. Ah. Surprised these guys haven't hit the edge of the map already. Now they have. Alright, there it is. No dead. We killed 48, wounded 30, captured 15, lost 1 man wounded. But we captured his king. We plundered 10,000 gold. And now we capture a king. Unkid of the Aserai has been taken prisoner by Melchizedek of the Empire of Stake. Excellent. We've got 44 more prisoners, and obviously we can't possibly hold on to most of them. In fact, I'm already over my prisoner total, so we're going to have to unload some of the skirmishers, try to take more valuable prisoners, and we're going to have to let the rest of them go. Our charm skill is over 100 now, and that means we've got another opportunity to add some perks to that. Increase relationship gain with the opposite gender by 20%, or increase relationship gain with the same gender by 20%. I'm not too worried about making a wife right now. I'd much rather gain with the same gender, so let's do that. I don't think I have anything else I can do right now as far as leveling up goes. I'm trying to recruit some new folks to my party, try to build my army back up, and then go off and dump some more of those guys into the garrison of the castle, because my castle that I just took only has about 20 defenders at the moment. That is just not going to fly at all. There's nobody to recruit in here, but we can at least choose the prisoners to be ransomed. We're going to hang on to the king for now, I think. But we're going to go ahead and ransom some of these guys that are very unlikely to ever join me. Let's see, what's the king worth? He's worth 3,500. Really? That's it? That seems not very good, I guess. Oh, we also have Tariq. We'll go ahead and ransom him. I'm not too worried about him. Loot, on the other hand, is going to get me 36,000. So that almost doubles the amount of money I had. So we definitely gathered some good loot there. So now we're going to go back out. We're going to continue looking for opportunities to recruit because we've got to build up this castle. You can see when we get a little closer, we'll see what kind of garrison we have there right now. We've got 34 defenders, 10 militia, and then the 24 in the garrison. Not enough at all. So we're going to throw his king in the dungeon at Ain Balik Castle. That's a little better defended than the other one. I'm going to go ahead and grab some of these prisoners out of here that we've been holding on to for a while, just to see if I can maybe get some of them to kind of see the light and join my side. We'll walk around with them for a little while. But we're going to keep the king there. Let me look at the garrison of this castle, because I think it's a little better defended. They've got 79, so it's a lot better than what the other one does. Here's the situation with Aserai. Their strength is now down to just 2163. We've got them on the ropes. Between us and the other empire that's at war with them, these guys here, we've got a chance to maybe wipe them out completely. And that's what I'm going to start to think about pursuing, is what can I do to finish them off? All right, it's siege time. This time Medini Castle He's only got 77 men defending it. And like my other sieges, we're not going to wait around to build anything. As soon as we've completed the siege camp, we will lead the assault. We'll lose a few men in the process, but we should be able to take this castle. All right, this is going to be a tough one because I had to abandon the siege when a pretty decent-sized force came at me, and I'm going to be outnumbered better than 3-1 here. So this one's going to be tough. I'm going to have to play this just perfectly to have any chance whatsoever.
After me!
Let's go up to a little higher ground, although it's kind of hard to tell what the ground's like when you're dealing with sand, but there we go. He's way off in the distance.
Infantry! Move! Archers! Move! Loose formation! Infantry! Form a shield wall!
Well, first things first, we're going to take these few guys that came at me early. But we're waiting on most of them. Let's see.
Make a shield wall!
Oh, didn't mean to shoot you, dude. Sorry.
Infantry! Forward!
Okay.
Footmen! Attack! Horse will give them hell!
All right, so far so good. You can see that yellow line going down real fast, but we got to be careful because it's not necessarily going to stay that way. As soon as his infantry start to reach my archers, I might have a problem. Yeah, this is where it'll get interesting. My archers start to have to hit his infantry. Alright, looks like a lot of them are running. We might be okay now. Oh, they took my horse out.
Charge! Everyone!
I lost all of my infantry. That's okay. Die. I think we got this. We defeated a force against 3-1 odds. That's pretty good. If I'd have had more infantry, it would have gone even better. I've got to get a more balanced force. I've never really been able to build my infantry back up. So we're just kind of hunting down the stragglers now. Let's see the situation here. We lost 17 dead. That's honestly incredible. We killed 216. Look at that, 47 renown for that battle. Yeah, people are going to be talking about that one. Outnumbered 3-1 outside his castle. That was excellent. You are free to go. It doesn't really do me any great good to do that, but whatever. 99 prisoners, which I obviously cannot possibly handle. We can only handle 37 of them right now. So we're going to get rid of all of these recruits to start. We'll get rid of all the skirmishers. And that gets us down to 40. Well, the footmen too. I'd like to hold on to the horsemen if I can. Let's get rid of that guy. And then a couple of these tribesmen. And that'll do it. Alright, nice victory for us. Now I'd really very much like to go back and besiege that castle. But I've only got 55 healthy men at the moment. So that's just going to have to wait. We're going to head back to our castle. Get built back up. Let my men get healthy. And then kind of go from there. Okay, so round 2 of trying to take Medini Castle. This time I've got 105 men. And I would expect once again we're going to draw his army out. But even if that's the case... it's not the worst thing in the world to be able to keep drawing his armies out and defeating them in the field, because that will still have a desired effect. We've almost finally got the influence back on the positive side. I don't know why my influence was negative 200 plus, but think of what I could have done with all that influence and forming a big army that could really do some damage. So battles like this and defeating his armies in the field are going to help me build that influence back up. But this time we might just take the castle. Okay, here comes an army. A small one, but we can expect maybe there's going to be more behind that. There we go. Okay, so let's do this. Let's leave. And let's go try to take on this force right here. Even with these other ones, we can take these guys. That's not going to be a problem. I'm hoping I can talk them out of it. I've tried before. Okay, fine. Let's fight it out then. So a little better than 2-to-1 odds this time, which is fine. This time I've got 38 infantry, which is much better than what I had before. And I like this battlefield because it gives me the chance to put my archers on high ground. And what I want to do is I actually want to move my infantry down a little further in front.
Move! Arrows! Cavalry!
We'll put the cavalry... Actually, we're going to put the cavalry up here to help protect the infantry.
Mounted archers!
Same with the mounted archers.
Footmen! Infantry! Make a shield wall!
Okay, infantry. Hit them.
Attack!
Cavalry attack.
Attack!
Horse archers attack. These guys are basically all recruits. No wonder we're winning such easy victories. He has no decent fighting force. He's just fighting with all recruits at this point. Oh boy, that's a lot of spearmen. Let's get out of here. So we were outnumbered 2-to-1 that time. I need to get a bigger infantry force so that I can block him from getting at my archers a little better. See, recruits die a lot easier. It only takes one hit with an arrow to take them down. Alright, I think we got them. We did lose a few men that time. We lost 11 dead, but we've killed 161. That's what happens when your whole army is basically recruits. Again, a decent amount of renown. Defeated another army in the field. And this time I'm not going to let it sway me from... Wow, we plundered a lot that time. You're my prisoner. We're not going to let it sway us from taking the castle this time. Wow. Took 3 nobles that time. 4. Alright, obviously we can't possibly hold all these prisoners. fact, we're going to have to let 70 of them go. But first, I'm going to go ahead and recruit who I can into my army. We'll do our upgrades, which maybe, I don't know if that'll affect how many prisoners we can hold or not. But now we can hold 54. So we still got a lot of dumping off to do here. And it's easy because there's 52 recruits, and we're obviously going to just let all the new recruits go. And that puts me down to just having to pick 20 more to let go. And we'll start with these Mameluke soldiers. We'll go with the spearmen, the archers there. Not you guys. You guys are staying my prisoner. All right, we've got to let 6 more go. I guess these guys. There we go. As for the rest, the prisoners that we will take when we besiege the castle. Oh boy, there's 3 more armies coming my way. Okay, let's think about this for a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead them on a wild goose chase for a little while. That's going to give me time to get my wounded healed, but also to hopefully recruit a few of his prisoners. And then we'll turn around on these guys, and if we can try to maybe convince a couple of them to join my force, then we'll be in good shape. There's a bigger force coming my way. All right, let's take a look at the party. Have we convinced anyone to switch sides yet? No, we haven't. All right, so we might have to just keep leading him on a chase for a little while. Right now, I'm making money like crazy, and I don't know if that's because of my caravan that I built, but I'm making $2,500 a day, so that's nice. I can definitely afford to have a much bigger force than what I have right now. All right, I think we've got some folks we can recruit over now. At least a few, but then we're also getting... Or, yeah, those were just a couple of levels up, but we're getting a few recruited over our way. Alright, so he started attacking one of my settlements. 197 men. I've now got 142. I went and emptied some of the garrison out of one of my castles because that castle had over 200 militia, so I figured they can hold that castle with the help of a few of my additional troops. But we're going to head in and we're going to take these guys on now. These battles fighting for settlements are a lot trickier because they're not usually on open battlefields where I can dictate the tactics like I prefer to. So we're going to have to get everybody to follow us, and we're going to have to find him already doing his thing.
Attack!
Alright, let's get out of here. I'm kind of in the middle of the ugly part of this thing. Now, thankfully, this also means that his troops can't really get into it like they want to. I'm going to take this guy out that's on the horse. Yep, they got him. All right, it's going pretty well, though we are losing more troops than I would prefer to. But that's just because of the situation with the way this battle goes, with it being really kind of in a real confined space that doesn't suit fighting against superior odds the way an open battlefield does. We're still winning, just with more losses than I prefer. We've got 19 dead so far. But again, we're taking down a major chunk of his army. All right, just about got him finished off. We've killed 91. We've lost 24 dead. Wounded 71. We lost 30 wounded. Another significant victory. So, bunch of upgrades to make. to my forces. And again, we're going to have more prisoners than we can really hang on to. So we'll have to let the recruits go once I've finished my upgrades. We captured 3 more nobles in this fight. He had 49 recruits that time. We've got to let basically all of them go, but we can pretty much hang on to everybody else. Yeah, we've got to let one more go. We'll let one of these tribesmen go. That'll be it. Lots of loot. Now, the guys that I had talked over to my side have since left. So you'll see now that my total strength is down significantly from where it was, and his is back up. I think that those guys probably switched sides back to him again. But you can see here the casualties inflicted, 2,000 on my side, 4,000 for him. So it's going pretty well at the moment. This is nice. I gained a tactics perk, and that's going to allow me to place my troops before all battles. That's huge. That's going to be really nice to be able to have. The next one's going to give me a skill in logistics, increases the amount of ammo your ranged troops start combat with. So that'll be nice too. But boy, being able to place my troops before the battle starts, I love that idea. I guess his king must have escaped from my dungeon, because there he is back out into the field, and once again we're going to have to take him on. So I think this time I might just have to execute him. I don't know. Okay, it feels like it would be really bad to execute him. But I'm going to hang on to him for now. And he's definitely a lucrative guy to capture, because every time I defeat his army in the field, I loot 10,000. And we got a lot of leveling up from that battle. And I actually only lost a handful of men in defeating him. So that went pretty well. It definitely served to boost my army up quite a bit. So the question is, what happens if we execute a king? Let's find out. Yeah, I'm not too worried about how things go with him. So who's the new king? I guess is the next question. Nuquar. And we've actually fought against him a few times too. He's got some low honor going on. And that's kind of my other question, I guess, is what does that do to my honor? Because my honor was already bad. But I'm wondering if it got any worse. Nah, it's -2. Not a huge deal, really. This time, nobody's going to stop me from taking this castle. I haven't seen anything like another army. So, you know what? Maybe we'll just go ahead and take some time to build a few siege weapons to help out with the process. It seems like nobody's going to stop me from doing that. So we'll build this up. He's got 31 men. I don't see any other forces coming this way. Oh, here they are. Actually, they got stuck fighting against some looters. All right. Here they come. So now we're going to fight a battle. If we can't talk him into fighting with me. Doesn't seem like it's going to be real likely, though. Yeah, not going to happen. I'd have to get doubles on both of these next two, and we're not going to get it. So we're going to have to fight them. And after we fight them, then we still have to take the castle. All right, let's do this. Maybe I could have bribed him. I don't know. Not going to happen, though. So we're going to fight these 184 men in the field, and then we're still going to have to try and take the castle. All right, well, we didn't watch that battle, but it went really, really well. About 10-1 casualties again. I lost 12 dead, but killed 123. My skilled force against recruits just once again just proves their worth. And pretty soon I'll be able to actually recruit an army, because I'm finally going to have some reputation points with which to do that. So now let's go back to besieging the castle once again. Actually, we'll probably go ahead and attack the castle. Boy, we plundered a ton of gold. Let him go. Yeah, you can go too. Bye-bye. Alright, obviously I can't hold all these prisoners. Not even close. We can hold most of them, though. Back to the castle. This is the most wealth I've ever had, for sure. I'm going to wait a little while just so I can get some of my wounded back, plus finish these siege engines. Alright, I have to attack because there's an army of 207 men coming toward me, and I want to get this castle taken before they arrive so we can jump inside the castle. Plus, he was actually destroying my siege engines with his own. So we're going to go ahead and just have everyone attack. We'll get up the ladders, do our usual thing. And it should be a pretty easy victory for me. Then we're going to have to very quickly get inside the walls of this castle. Okay. I don't even see any men over here to defend. That's curious. Alright, let me go ahead and get off my horse. I'd like to be one of the first ones over the wall this time. Yeah, he doesn't even have anybody defending on this side. Here they come. Alright, why are we not going? This is less than ideal. Hey now. Okay, back down the ladder we go. Because I thought somebody would be going up the other ladder. Alright, hold on. As soon as we get some guys up the other side, I'll jump back up here. Can I use my bow and arrow from here? Seems like maybe I can. Alright. I gotta make room for these other guys to get in here. I can't hit him. I'm shooting arrows into the wall. There we go. If I aim high enough, I can hit him. Alright, boys, do your thing. Who's holding up the ladder on that side? Come on, guys. So far, so good. We've lost 14 killed, but we've got a good bit of our troops inside the castle now. Can I jump up and climb over this thing? I guess not, but it looks like I might be able to grab those arrows back. Nice. I guess we're just going to have to watch from here because I'm afraid I'll injure myself if I try to... I think we're okay right there. Alright, we've lost 14 dead, 13 wounded, we've killed 29. This will be over pretty soon. My concern, of course, is being able to get inside the castle before that big army hits me. Okay, there we go. 15 dead, 16 wounded, taking the castle. Now we've got to get inside quickly before that army hits. Where am I on? Prisoners. Okay, I've got to let a few of them go, but not too many. All right, we're good. Take the loot and get inside the walls. There we go. All right, we should be good now. There's that army of 207 men. He can besiege me if he wants to, but there's no chance that he takes this castle. And he is going to besiege me. So we're going to join the defense. I've got 72 men plus 30 wounded. That'll get me up to 102. I think I can hold this castle because I know I could beat that army in the field. So I think I can hold the castle as well. Well, he abandoned the siege. So I think we're going to wrap it up right there. A lot happened there. I know it doesn't feel like the story's moving too far, but a lot did happen there. Primarily, I got on the positive side on influence again. Once we get this influence up high enough, we can gather for ourselves an army that I will actually be able to start really doing some conquest with. I've also got a lot of financial resources available to me, and you can see a lot of that's coming from that caravan that I created. I might go create a second one because that seems like a great source of revenue that's really going to pay for things moving forward. I've also taken another castle, so now I've got 4 castles. I don't have the manpower to defend them well, but at least we're moving the story forward a little bit. So let me know your thoughts about that, and we will see you probably in 3 or 4 days with another episode. Thanks for watching.